Hello, my name is Rufino Martinez, and I'm a HIV class student of the English class in Zamorano. And I'm going to talk to you about my TED Talk that is called How to Have a Good Conversation. The host of this TED Talk is called Celeste Headley. Um, Celeste holds multiple degrees in music and still performs as a professional opera singer. She's the granddaughter of the composer William Grant Steele, the dean of African American composers. Celeste is an avid hiker, biker, paddler, and dog walker. Uh, Celeste Headley also has worked um, in public radio since 1999 as a reporter, host, and correspondent. She was the Midwest correspondent um, for NPR, and before becoming to co-host of the pre-show The Takeaway. She also guest hosted a number of NPR shows, including Tell Me More, Talk of the Nation, Weekend All Things Considered, and Weekend Edition. And she talks that when your job hinges on how well you talk to people, you learn a lot about how to have a great conversations. And most of us don't converse very well. A great conversation requires a balance between talking and listening. This balance is important because bad communication leads to bad relationships at home, work, and everywhere. She gave us a lot of examples. Uh, she talks us that we have to relationate work, family, and school, all in how we conversate, how we make a great conversation. Because if we don't have a great conversation, we aren't building a good relationship with people. How? Because if you have your job interviewer, for example, and he or she sees that you can't speak properly, or you don't, ¿cómo se dice manejar? You don't handle your vocabulary at a high level, he's not going to give you the job. Because, for example, if you make a essay like in Zamorano, you have to have great skills of writing and how you express yourself, how much you want to get this steady, no, how you want to, how much you want to stay in Zamorano. She talks how communication gave her all she got, because all her jobs are interviewers in shows, in television, in radio, and how she, ¿cómo se dice ganarse la vida? Ganarse la vida. Sustains, how she sustains his life, her life, only with speaking and making shows. And I think personally, I think that communication is very important in every aspect in your life. How you are going to give the news to a family. For example, in case in a hospital, to say that a family has a critical disease or enfermedad disease, ¿verdad? Critical disease or something like that. And how you're going to expose the news in case if you work in a newsletter, how you're going to expose the news and not be too dramatic to make people feel with fear. Also, how you are going to, for example, she is expert in music. so you have a degree in music. The music you are going to make is going to express your feelings and going to change emotional the emotions in people, and that's how communication gets in every aspect in your life. For example, when you see a TV series or a movie, every time you make, every time you read a book, how that movie, how that series, that episode in that series is going to make you feel, because that influences a lot in your emotions. That's something that is verified. Okay, another point I'm going to talk, it's about the radio. That's a lot of shows in radio, or a lot of podcasts, a lot of programs, but not all programs in radio reach the top because of the people that is talking in there. There's radio shows that is pretty interesting, um, not necessarily talks about sex, about drugs, about that music that makes us think that music is lost. Um, Close the door. Our, that's how you see the preparation of people in the way that people talks.